Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Hockey Night in Charlotte, the second of back-to-backs, where your Charlotte 49ers look to avenge last night's heartbreaking loss to Appalachian State by a score of 5-4. Two different netminders in there tonight for both teams. It'll be Matthew Fishback for the visiting Mountaineers. Havelock, North Carolina native, 5'10", 185 senior. And we'll get our first look on home ice. Number one, Ben Brannon for your Charlotte 49ers. Giving Logan Crisp a rare night off. 49ers also have Eric Sheen in the lineup tonight. He was unavailable last night. And he will start things off for your 49ers. Welcome once again. This is Greg Machopoulos. Here at Extreme Ice Center, we are underway. Work with mishandles. Appalachian State looking to, his defensive position is Geyer. 49ers break out. Bernazzani. Cross corner dump in. Geyer's there, he's hounded. And taken over by the 49ers. Centering pass off a stick. Goes to the near side corner. Here's Bauman. Backhand, and they say it went across the line as Roach got the handle on it just a hair late to keep it in. Neutral zone draw. Angled out by the Mountaineers. A couple 49ers collide. Unless they do get it down the ice. It was as Himes and Bauman colliding. Leonard Glasser, the captain, stands up his man at the blue line. Roach will retrieve. Angled forward for Bauman. He's at the end of his shift. Looked to dump it in, got knocked out of midair. He hustles to the bench. Mountaineers look to counter on the change. Forced out wide, centered in front, misses everybody, and a self-clear by the Mountaineers. As Rhett Presley was looking to generate an offensive chance, both teams change. Scully with some speed, dumps it in behind the net of Fishback. Kept in by Scully. Wires it towards the net, hits a body in the slot. Knocked down. Sutter looking for a handle on it. Can't get a shot off. Raimundo winds it all the way around. Glasser can't quite keep it in. And the Mountaineers come away with it. That shot, easy stop for Brannon. On the shot by Miller, entering the zone 2-on-2. 2:21 gone by here in the first. Sheen in there for the draw. Niners come away with it. Bernazzani gets taken down, and an easy call. Penalty call against the Mountaineers. And it's Asa Rogers, the local Matthews native, will go to the box here in the early going for tripping at 2:29 of the first. 49ers on the power play. As we noted last night, 4 power play goals for Charlotte last night. Did surrender 2 shorthanded goals, canceling out a couple of them. Brannon dangerously played the puck. Eventually did get it out. Niners regroup. Stallard leaves it for Kroniak. Kroniak, lots of space in front of him. He's allowed to gain the blue line. Here's Bernazzani with a backhander saved by Fishback. And he swallows it up for a faceoff to his left at exactly the 3-minute mark here in the first. Sheehan wins it back clean. Kranye, Stallard, Raimundo. We saw this last night. Raimundo behind the net. Comes out in front, backhander off the cage, loose in front, and he does cover it up as Stallard was looking for a rebound. Raimundo last night nearly pulled off the Michigan. Hit it off the cage of Nick Wilcox to prevent a highlight reel goal. Kraniak holds. Dusts it off, looking for some room. Walks the line. Sheehan's pass is blocked. Sheehan able to backhand it in deeper. Raimundo can't find the handle. He gives chase once again, pokes it to Sheehan. Reverses it to Raimundo. Goes all the way around. Bernazzani now with it with time along the half wall. Skates in towards the slot, back to Kraniak. That shot blocked. Rebound is there for Bernazzani, but handled by Fishback. Sharp angle shot. Fishback on the edge of his crease. Not much room to shoot. The 49ers have 36 seconds left on the man advantage. Lasher moves in, loses the draw. App State sends it the length of the ice. Niners regroup. Alphin. Out. Roach gets it. Roach harassed. Skates all the way down and gets tripped up. And another call against App State. Stick got caught in the skates of Sean Roach. And the 49ers with a very brief 5-on-3, 10 seconds. As Ethan Locklear, the hulking defenseman, 6'3", 225. Joins Rogers in the box. Niners look to strike quickly. 5-on-3. Illing. Alphin. Alphin shot. Whistles wide. Roach. One man out of the box. Rogers is back. 5-on-4 now for the 49ers. Here's Illing. Illing moves in. Misses everybody. Goes all the way out. And Roach has to regroup. Big check in App State. Keeping their physical nature against the 49ers here in the early going. Couple penalties, though. Nice move by Glasser at the red line. Glasser moves in, chips it forward. Niners get some changes behind the play. Illing retrieves. Hit by Rogers. And the Mountaineers break out. And now another penalty call. This one will be a slash against the 49ers, canceling out the power play. 58 seconds left on it. And Sutter goes to the box. Sutter had 2 penalties in the third period last night. Although one questionable with a thunderous hit that they called elbowing. So for 58 seconds, barring another call, teams will skate 4-side. Presley back to the point. Here's Geyer. Center Raimundo gets it. Geyer's shot is blocked. Oh, slick move by Sheehan at the blue line, but Raimundo couldn't find it. Now the Niners have to get back. Here's Presley. Kraniak hit it to the corner. Around the boards it goes. Raimundo gets checked by Johnson. 2-on-1. Clean 2-on-1 for the Niners. Bauman with it. Bauman shot, save made, and no rebound. As Bauman and Sheehan broke in 2-on-1 clean from the red line. And can't capitalize. 21 seconds left on the penalty to Locklear. Had the game-winning goal last night. Mountaineers win the draw. Brady whistles it around. Brandon can't corral it. Goes all the way out for Alphen. And backhanded down by Bauman. 49ers now shorthanded. An abbreviated power play for the Mountaineers. 1 minute of a power play advantage here. Niners now 0 for 2. Himes takes the check, survives. Tried to center it, got blocked. Glasser, surrounded by Mountaineers, gives it up. And here's Brady. Brady tries to go around Roach. Chips it forward. Roach shadows him. Centering pass, misses. Himes from his knees sends it the length of the ice. Great play. 25 seconds left on the man advantage for App State. Pass misses. Glasser nearly had another shorthanded chance. Rice intercepts. He sends it the length of the ice, and that'll do it for App State's power play. Teams are back at full strength. Still 0-0 the score here in Charlotte. Alphen quickly over to Roach. Rice pokes it forward to Bowman. Makes a move, try to get it over to Sutter. App State breaks through. Roach will get there first. Puck still in though. Hard battle by Roach. Centering pass goes all the way through to Sutter. Sutter with room, has Johnson on him. Sutter with speed. Sutter gets around Johnson. Sutter to the net. Right pad save by Fishback. He had left his near post, intercepted by Sutter. Left his near post, but still made the right pad save. Did Fishback. It was a good battle in the defensive zone for Charlotte, leading to that chance. Sullivan. And the 49ers regroup. Workman. Kroniak loses it. Here's Moffitt. Moffitt's pass intercepted nicely. Workman read it beautifully to break up that opportunity for the Mountaineers. App State changes. Kroniak goes all the way through. Circles back. Backhands it in deeper. Wildman centering pass off the stick of Fishback and into the netting. For an offensive zone draw for the 49ers. 11:02 to go in the first. Still 0-0. Penalties aplenty already here in the early going. One back to Raimundo. Slap shot. Rebound is there. Just missed. And it was Stallard and covered up by Fishback. The initial shot was blocked. It found its way onto Stallard's stick. And he just missed it on the short side. There was a lot of room there on a bounce. Now, scooped all the way out. Here's Brady. Brady's shot misses near side. Sent in deeper by Arnett. Scored twice last night. Brady has it poked free. Goes through the crease harmlessly. Stallard gets it out. Sam Casper, the captain. Huge collision. Raimundo with a solid check on Bondgren. And now a high hit from Brady on Sheehan. Mountaineers, Casper's shot. Absorbed by Brainin. And we saw a lot of that last night, the heavy hits. Charlotte initiating at that time with Raimundo's collision on Bondgren. Just inside the 49er blue line. Roach sends it into the netting. They'll drop it again. App State from this spot last night tried several times and successfully, to a certain extent, didn't get a goal out of it, but generated several scoring chances by pushing it forward around the center for Charlotte. This time they win it straight back. That one deflected, right pad save by Brainin. You can hear that thud through the arena. That one trickles all the way in on Fishback. He'll just swallow that up, not take any chances. As we've passed the midway point of the first. Himes on the draw, pushes it forward. In the skates of a defenseman, shot just missed. A backhander from the slot. And this time it was Himes who pushed it forward looking for a scoring chance. Got blocked initially by App State. Led to a juicy rebound in the slot. Kept in by the Niners. Bowman. Sent all the way down. This will be icing on App State with 9:17 to go. Good pressure by the 49ers. As Coach Tobin now sends Glasser with Sutter and Illing for this offensive zone draw with Workman and Kroniak at the points. A couple of nice chances for the 49ers in the slot area. Mountaineers, that goes off a skate. And eventually, as far as the blue line, Kroniak with a nice pinch to keep it in. Just for a moment. He regroups to help out, but turns it over. I mean, Glasser had Scheppelman in his sights. Scheppelman just avoided the majority of that hit by Glasser. And I like what the 49ers are doing, not backing up from the physicality. Here's Illing. Z collides. App State once again being physical in their own end. Patrick Casey, alternate captain, winds it around to the near side. Workman, nice pinching, keeps it in. Centering in front, off a body, doesn't get all the way through. And that one just offside against Charlotte. Good pressure again by the 49ers. They had Jason Beck and company from App State hemmed in. Johnson winds it around. Mountaineers get out. Scooped into the zone. They dump and chase. Raimundo. And looks like a high sticking call. Or is it just touched with a high stick? It looked like the dump in was touched with a high stick, so no penalty. So touched with a high stick, and Raimundo was the first to play it, so face-off will commence. They tie each other up. Raimundo, and gets help from Scully. Scully poked it forward just out of the zone, but App State perseveres, dumps it in. Brainin leaves it for Raimundo. Tries the near side. Bernazzani has it intercepted. That shot, save made, loose puck. Off the right pad of Brainin. Here's another shot, glove down by Brainin on the shot by Rogers from the slot. Flashing the leather, Ben Brainin. That all started, Jason Beck got a shot from a sharp angle. Those can fool goaltenders sometimes because you want to watch out for where you leave any rebounds in front. So sometimes you shy away from facing the shooter and squaring up to him. Here's Sheehan. Gets help, Bernazzani. Backhands it, goes behind the net. Chopped that and scooped out by Locklear. And then swallowed up by Fishback. 7:04 to go here in the first. Glove down. Loose in front. And some arms went up. They're thinking it may have gone in. Was not the case. That shot goes wide. A huge check, and that's going to be a penalty again against App State. And it's Locklear. Tied up. Elbowing against Locklear will be the call with 6:39 to go in the first. That all started with Roach gloving a clearing attempt down, sending it towards the net, creating some chaos. 49 is able to retrieve the puck. And Locklear takes his second penalty of the night. Stallard backhands it to Raimundo beneath the goal line. Dumped in front of the net was Stallard. Puck makes it all the way out. Kroniak harassed by Arnett. Gets the shot off the post. He beat Fishback clean, glove side, but it caught the post. Brainin leaves it for Kroniak. Arnett forechecks. Gets help from Presley. Now Arnett has it. Arnett skates in shorthanded. He tries to go high blocker side. He did it twice last night. That one misses high. So again, App State, a huge check. Bernazzani, and now that's going to be a penalty. That's going to be boarding. So for the second time tonight, the 49ers cancel out their power play with a penalty of their own. This time Bernazzani goes to the box with 1:03 left on the minor to Locklear. So for the second time tonight, we go 4-on-4. One back clean to Presley. Geyer shot blocked by Roach. To the point, that shot goes wide. Here's Roach. In the skates of Glasser. App State will dump it in. Alfin reverses to Roach. Bauman. Off the stick of Glasser. He pursues. He has Geyer on him. He gets hammered in the boards, and there's another call, and Glasser stays down. He's on all fours, but Geyer absolutely leveled him as Glasser looked to reverse field. He saw the hit coming, tried to reverse, and got hammered into the boards. Looks like he's okay. So the 49ers back on the power play again with 27 seconds left on the penalty to Locklear. We still have 5:06 to go here in the first. And I believe Charlotte is looking for a major penalty here. That's what the discussion is on the bench. To no avail. Abbreviated odd 4-on-3 power play. That one won straight out by Casey. Casey pursues Bauman. Leaves it for Roach. Roach down low. Out to the point. Alfin shot blocked. Alfin for Glasser. Glasser wires it and glove down just as the penalty to Locklear expires. Now 4-on-4. For another 55 seconds. Sheehan wins it clean to Raimundo. Circles around Beck. Raimundo with the shot. Short side off the shoulder. A Fishback poked forward. Dangerous pitching by Sheehan. App State would have had a 2-on-0 had he not been successful holding that play up. Niners regroup. 30 seconds left on the penalty to Bernazzani. Kroniak, dump and chase, goes after it. Heavy pursuit on Sam Casper. He gets help from Sheehan. Sent it in front. Kroniak tried to dump it in deeper, gets it intercepted, and here's Casper. Casper can't find a handle. Good job by Kroniak lifting his stick up to prevent an odd man rush. Sandwiched against the boards is Rogers by Sheehan. Rogers down on it. Finally poked free. 49ers have a very short power play, 24 seconds. Raimundo just fires it into the glove and held by Fishback. 49ers escaped disaster a couple times in the last minute with potential odd man rushes the other way. Now find themselves with an offensive zone draw. 17 seconds left. On this short power play. One by App State, sent all the way down. Time for possibly one last rush for the 49ers on the man advantage. Glasser weaving his way through the neutral zone. Scoops it forward. Hard stop along the half wall. Down low, it's 5-on-5, full strength. Back to Roach. Roach the shot and swallowed up by Fishback, who saw it all the way. And a rare sight so far this first period, full strength for both teams. One back. Alphen decides to send it around. Backhanded off the glass, bounces over the stick of Roach. Alphen has it. 49ers get it out. Illing, Moffitt all over him. He finds Roach, who has time. Cross ice misses, and backhanded in by App State. Alphen has two Mountaineers all over him. It's sent forward by Miller. Alphen sends it all the way. Sutter, the only forechecker. Goes off a skate. Himes has it. Himes centered in front. Goes all the way through and clears the zone. Down went Rice for a moment. Was able to recover and gain possession briefly. Down goes Gross. He's on the blue line, onside. 49ers have it with 100 seconds left here in the first. They get called for icing. And they decide it's on the other side. Himes will take the draw against Casey. Gets help from Workman. And 49ers break out. Bauman banks it to himself. Dylan Bowman goes high short side over the shoulder of Fishback. You talk about transition, 9 seconds after a defensive zone draw. 49ers go down and break the ice. They lead 1-0. That one off the glove. Squeaked through by Brannon. And now an offensive zone penalty. It's going to go against Rice. Delayed call against the 49ers. Scooped ahead. Rogers' shot went short side, missed wide. And possession by Rice, who was the guilty party for a cross check. Exactly 1 minute left in the period. And the parade to the box continues here in the first. They let them get away with a lot more early on in last night's game, and things got a little bit chippy and very physical. Calling just about everything so far here in this one. Probably safe. Back-to-backs, a little bit tired of seeing each other already. Casey behind the net. That one escapes Arnett. Now transition. Raimundo, 2-on-1. Save made. Right into the belly of Fishback. As it was Raimundo and Sutter going the other way after the turnover by Arnett at the blue line. Glasser takes the face-off. Mountaineers backhand it out. Alpha makes a simple play. There's no icing. App State on the power play. Did see the linesman initially call for icing. Clearly that's not going to happen. Good pressure by the duo of Glasser and Sutter. Mountaineers eventually do break out. They have to hustle back. Nice check. Raimundo all over. That's touched with a high stick by Casey. And there goes the whistle. Should go outside the zone with 3.5 seconds left. The initial rub out by Raimundo on Arnett. And just finished this check in the slot area. And that does it for the first period. Penalty-driven first period for both teams. 49ers, though, go to intermission up 1-0 thanks to a fantastic goal by Dylan Bowman. High short side on Fishback. 1-0 your score. 49ers on top. Don't go away. We'll be right back with second period action. And we're back for second period action. Niners lead 1-0. On a goal by Bowman in the dying minutes. That shot off the shoulder of Brandon into the netting. Defensive zone draw here 15 seconds in. As the Mountaineers still have 45 seconds left on this power play. One back clean. Sheen got a piece of it, but not out. That shot, thunderous shot off the left pad of Brandon. He eventually covers it up. As it was Jason Beck with the wrist shot from the point. No traffic there. Brandon, good job of handling that, not letting it get towards the middle. Niners win it back and sent the length of the ice. Arnett goes down, but Sheehan's going to be called for a penalty. Short-handed in the offensive zone. And Eric Sheehan, with 21 seconds still left on the penalty to Rice. And at this point, we should expect nothing less but more penalties from both teams. And now a short 5-on-3 for App State this time. Brady, Casper shot. Save made, rebound, still loose. And finally covered up. And a disgruntled Scheppelman from App State slamming his stick on the ice. Still 10 seconds remaining on the 5-on-3. Brandon made the save, used his stick to try to get it underneath his glove, but the puck was still loose. Play allowed to continue. And a diving block. That shot saved. Rebound is there. Brandon all over it and covers it up. As Roach and Glasser come in to clear the way. As it's now 5-on-4. So Brandon comes up large. Coming well out of his crease to cut off the angle. That shot wired wide by Arnett. Arnett again. Beck shot. Save made. Rebound. Nothing there. As Brandon melts it down. Just a minute 15 into the second period. The Mountaineers with at least 5 or 6 shots on goal already here in the early going. Centermen tie each other up. Beck gets it at the left point. One-timer deflected up into the netting. Zarnett fired that one in. Punched forward. Bauman can't get it out. Backhanded all the way around by Brady. And a self-clear by App State. Brady gets canceled out by Bowman. And Brady, irate at the official, thought he was being held against the boards by Bowman. Gave Bowman a shove on the way out. 49ers clear it down again. Brady, cross-ice feed misses. No icing, though. That one came all the way in on Brandon. Touchdown with a high stick. Now a possible breakaway. In comes Dunn. Dunn, left pad save, and crashing into his own goalie is Brady. Dunn with a breakaway. And Fishback gets plowed into by Brady. Didn't quite get all of that, was hounded from behind, got off the heel of his stick. Nonetheless, a left skate save by Fishback prevents it from being 2-0. Brady circles around Bernazzani and then Stallard, but turned over. Krajnik backhands it to Bernazzani. He scoops it all the way down, teams it back at full strength. Sheehan fresh out of the box. Fishback sends it all the way up the ice. Locklear couldn't handle it. Bernazzani got there first, but he gets help from Casper. Casper moves in, stops on a dime, shot save made. Once again by Brainin. Held against the line again, kept in by the Mountaineers. Alphin, high off the glass, all the way down. No icing. They wave it off. Bernazzani forecheck. Backhands it in deeper for Sutter. Surrounded by Mountaineers. And out of the zone. Roach simply sends it right back in as the 49ers look to regroup after killing off that penalty. Here's Sutter. Sutter goes out wide on his off wing. Sutter backhands in front, goes all the way through, looking for Illing. Sent in deep again, Sutter. Canceled out by Johnson. Illing's there. And Roach couldn't quite keep it in. Roach, the converted defenseman. Here's Sutter again. Sutter with a nice move. Sutter shot off the cage. It's still loose in front. And just trickles behind the goal line. Glasser centering pass goes off his stick. Nearly went in. And huge pressure by the 49ers. And the Mountaineers escape and get called for icing. Aiden Sutter all over the place on that shift. That shot looked to go off the throat protector of Fishback, went up. He lost sight of it. It was just skittering in the crease. 49ers could not find a handle on it, though. Sent in deep for Rice. Centering pass in front, just whistled wide. Ballman looking for his second of the night. Krajnik. Up for Bauman. Chris Dunn. Knocked to the ice, turned it over. 3-on-3 the other way. Here's Presley. Shot blocked by Krajnik. Centered in front, nobody there as the Mountaineers go for a partial change. Bauman. Bauman still with it. Bauman off a stick and off the side of the net. Krajnik. Out to his backhand. Bauman couldn't find it. Dunn. Backhands it. That shot blocked. It was blocked by Gross as Rice went into the high slot. This one should go for icing again. And it is. With 5:32 gone by in period 2. 49ers remain in front, 1-0. And to this point in the second period, putting all the pressure on App State, similar to last night. When the 49ers started slow in the second period, really came alive. Set towards the front of the net, save made by Fishback. A brilliant save on a designed play in front. Bernazzani can't quite keep it in. Roach sends it back in. Fishback leaves it for Gross. Back come the 49ers, 3-on-2 across the line. Cross ice pass, missed Bernazzani. Bernazzani tries to get in front. Bounces out to the high slot, kept in just for a second by Alphin. Niners have to hustle to get back. That shot goes wide. Bounces out to Beck. Bouncing puck couldn't get the handle of it. And now come the 49ers. Bernazzani. Miller does a nice job of back checking and sends it out. Now it's Rogers. Rogers on a semi-breakaway. Rogers scores. Asa Rogers on a busted play broke in on that left wing, goes high over the shoulder of Brannon. And the Mountaineers equalize at the 6:35 mark of the second period, 1-1. Offside, 49ers will tag up. Bounce up the boards for Arnett. Arnett retains possession. Gave it away there to Illing. Gets it out of the zone. Illing scoops it forward. This one will go for icing again, as Locklear sent it the length of the ice. So 49ers, as promised, in another battle with App State. Actually had a little bit of sustained 5-on-5 time in this period. Scully mishandles. Now Brady. Brady cut back. It looked like he would have had a similar opportunity that as Rogers just did. He decided to cut back. Instead, took away a chance for himself. Huge check on Sutter. Now Sutter goes after him. Sutter gets hit high. Sutter was looking for a hit back, and he's going back and forth with Arnett. Rifled around. Casper gets rid of it for Brady. Brady punches it forward. Arnett back to Brady. Brady on his backhand. Leaves it. Deflected over the net by Arnett. Arnett all over Kraniak. Alfin up the boards, not out. Casper's there on his off wing. Picked off nicely by Alfin, who takes a hit again. Glove down nicely. Here's Dunn. 2-on-1. Dunn shot. Save. Rebound. Score! Aiden Sutter on the rebound. There's the shot. Sutter with a yawning net to shoot at. Makes no mistake. And the 49ers regain the lead just like that with 8:24 gone by. With Arnett. Arnett had a scoring chance, didn't capitalize. And back came the Mountaineers. Presley whistles that one wide. Presley again, save made by Brannon. Casey harassed by the 49ers. They eventually have to regroup. Here's Geyer. Back to Casey. Casey rubbed out momentarily, though. That shot, save made and knocked down. That's going to be goalie interference. Geyer in front of the net will be called for goalie interference. Delayed call. 49ers come back the other way. Here's Roach. Roach shot goes wide. Sheen retrieves and touch up by Casey. And back to the power play go the 49ers, up 2-1 with 10:36 to go in the second. Eerily similar to last night. They were up 2-1 had a power play. And surrendered a shorthanded goal. Bernazani sends it into the corner. Stallard. Alphen uses his skate. Alphen. Skates. Has Gross all over him. Alphen sends Gross to the ice with a nice move. But pass missed. And sent the length of the ice by Beck. Kroniak regroups. 30 seconds expired here on this power play for the 49ers. Weaving through, sends it all the way around. Alphen there. Sheehan. Kroniak shot. Blocker save. Rebound there. Alphen wasn't in a position to get a shot off. Niners hustle back. Didn't want to touch that one. No icing. Smart play by Alphen. And he could have played that puck. I don't think that's icing. It should be a neutral zone draw. And it's not going to. They actually did call icing on the 49ers. I thought they would correct that. As Alphen made a nice play, he faked playing the puck. Would have been an intentional offside. He doesn't play it. And there is still a discussion going on, but it looks like they are going to stick with their call of icing. Alphen gets chopped at by Brady. Brady gets it, but Sheehan intercepts. The 49ers regroup. Sheehan just missed, a little too far. This one appropriately called icing, as Alphen couldn't reach it. 44 seconds left on the power play. Niners win it. Kroniak. Couple changes on the power play for the 49ers. With speed. Drops it. Done shot. Swallowed up by Fishback. Right. Smack dab in the middle of his number 30 on the front of his jersey. Glasser, Illing, and Sutter up front. Punched forward but kept in. That shot off a body and goes to the corner. Sutter to Roach. Roach's shot. Save made. Fishback had no idea where it was. Illing has it. He circles along the half wall. Alphen over to Roach. Got deflected back to Alphen. Hits a body in front. To Sutter! Glove save by Fishback and covers up the rebound. Fantastic save by Fishback on Sutter, who was looking for his second. The initial shot was blocked. It came out to the faceoff dot, and Sutter was wanting that from the slot. He got it. Fishback was able to answer. Full strength. Glasser winds it around to Sutter. Lost control of it. Battles with Gross. Punched forward, and the Mountaineers come away with it. A solid check by Glasser. Absolutely hammers his man to the ice. And now it's Roach with a big hit. 49ers laying the lumber and now come away with it the other way. Here's Sutter. Sutter with Gross back. Sutter shot, save made by Fishback. – 49ers, the aggressors in this one. Textbook hip check by Glasser to get the crowd going here. Dunn sent that one straight on net this time. Mountaineers come out with it. Designed outlet, Brady. Brady has Workman on him. Brady centering pass. Misses, goes all the way through. Bauman couldn't get it all the way out as Arnett was there. Kroniak gets it. Lost control of it. Wraparound score. And Chase Arnett answers back for the Mountaineers. Kroniak got the puck. Went behind the net. Lost possession quickly. No chance for Brandon on this one. Watch it right there. He just lost it off his stick. And Arnett, who was in pursuit, all they had to do is pick it up and wrap it around as Brandon obviously thought Kroniak still had the puck. No chance for him, and we're even again at 2. Casper, hounded, eventually gets it out from his knees. Niners do tag up. Casper now from his left defense position. Backhands it around. Sent up and out. That one bounces all the way in. Scully. Hard up, not out. Stallard does get it out. His team's battle now. Here's Rhett Presley. Scully goes after him. Presley still has it. Center goes all the way through. Casper shot. And glove down by Ben Brainin. 6:33 remaining here in period 2. Scramble for the puck. Shot was stopped by Brainin. Sutter. Alford turns it over. To Beck, that shot saved, just may have gotten a piece of it that Brainin. As it goes up into the netting, golden opportunity for the Mountaineers to take the lead for the first time tonight. Offside against App State. Hard battle for the puck. Gained by Rice. Rice to Fishback, makes an easy stop, decides to just cover that up. As Rice was in pursuit. Surrounded by a couple of Mountaineers, protecting their goaltender. Done on the draw. Wins it back to Alphen. Backhands it, but not very far. Scooped all the way out for Roach. Roach up. And out, Gross retrieves. Nice little give and go, done. Intercepted by Bondgren. '49ers on the forecheck. Good outlet pass. Out come the Mountaineers. Canceled out. And a big check along the blue line. Here's Dunn again. Was off a skate and wide. Gross up. Only as far as the blue line. Here's Roach. Roach with room. Roach's shot whistles just. And Gross cleans it up. 49ers changing behind the play. Alfin. Blocker aside by Fishback. Bowman has it taken away. And this time it's App State who'll change. Roach with it. Trying to catch them in a change. Here's Bowman. High to the near corner here as he goes for a change. That one sent into the netting by Brady with 4:29 to go in the second. Tied at 2. Angled up and out. Scheppelman leaves it for Brady. That shot, right pad save, rebound, score! And it's Scheppelman on the rebound. Right there for App State. And they have their first lead of the night, 3-2 with 4:13 to go in the second. One forward by Sutter, looking to answer. He gets sent to the boards, gets up. Battles again, sent out by the Mountaineers. Kroniak settles. Brady pushes him off the puck. Chopped forward. Workman. Workman's shot. Saved by Fishback with the pads. Won by Illing. He gets knocked down. Sutter in pursuit. Kroniak takes out Brady. Puck does come out though. Niners, nice drop pass for Sutter. Sutter has Brady pushing him wide. Sutter pass. Good breakup by Casper. That shot off a body and wide. Sutter in his feet, finds it, sends it out in front, but Casper intercepts. Sends it as far as the blue line. Kroniak all the way through, just wide. Went through a couple bodies. Workman loses control. Somehow keeps it in though. Mountaineers get out, and here's Brady. Brady beat Kroniak to the puck. Kroniak hustles back and breaks up potential breakaway. Mountaineers pressuring. That one just iced all the way down by the 49ers with 2:26 left in period 2. For the most part, 49ers playing better defensively, not giving up a ton of odd man rushes as they did last night. But it's been a couple mistakes here and there that have cost them. We saw earlier Kroniak mishandling the puck behind the net led to an easy goal to tie things up. Glasser with 3 Mountaineers on him. Scooped forward. Here's Presley. Pitches it forward. Presley still with it. Trying to get out in front. 49ers were there to break that up. Sent back in. Raimundo. Haven't said his name much here in the second. As he has it again. As we're down to 80 seconds left on the wrong side of the red line. Ballman tried to skate through a couple of Mountaineers, has it turned over. Shot goes wide by Rogers.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Raimundo gets it as far as center ice, where Locklear settles down, banks it forward. Niners simply dump it back in. Hardon beats Sheehan. Niners were in the middle of a change, just offside. The Mountaineers had an odd man break. And that happened a couple times last night as well, with the 49ers getting caught in line changes, leading to odd man rushes the other way. Thankfully this time, App State goes offside with half a minute to go. Bernazzani on his off wing, builds a wall. Muscled off the puck by the big Locklear. Whistle does go. We do get a slash on Locklear. So Locklear escorted the box for the third time tonight. With 19.4 to go, the 49ers get a very late power play. One back to Krajnik. Score! That didn't take long for Krajnik. They win it back. Simple wrist shot through a ton of traffic. That goes off the inside of the post and in. And with exactly 15 seconds left in the second period, the 49ers tie things up at 3. Power play goal for Krajnik.
Mountaineers penalty number 78. 2 minutes for slashing. 49ers power play goal number 26. Assist from number 13.
And that does it for period 2. Last night, we were tied at 2 after 2. Tonight, we're tied at 3 after 2 periods of play. A lot of action still to come here for the third period. Don't go away. We'll be right back with third period action. And we're just about ready for puck drop here in period 3. 49ers and Mountaineers tied at 3. Very late power play goal by Elliot Krajnik to get the 49ers back even with 15 seconds left. See if they can't build off that momentum to end the period. And App State have given up at least 4 goals in every game, but have also scored at least 4 in every game for them this season. Right on pace for that tonight. Quick shot, save made by Brainin. Chase Arnett has a goal tonight, had the first 2 goals for App State last night. Looking for more, and he was right along the faceoff dot. But easily covered up. There's a Krajnik looking for a high stick. Having a friendly exchange with Arnett as they battle for the puck. That Brainin froze up against the side of the net and his blocker. Brady, backhander, easily handled by Brainin. So there was again App State on that side, trying to push it forward on the faceoff to generate a scoring chance. He'll go against Illing. One back, kept in. High, comes out the other side. The left pad save, the net comes off its moorings. But Brainin had it regardless, as he pushed off to get his left pad on that post. Did so. Keep it out, would not have counted. There was Casey trying to push it forward again. Bauman gets it up to Rice. Rice 1-on-4 across the line, just fires it in, easy blocker save. Rice gets it back. Chopped out of the air. Still battling for it. Illing high along the glass. Bauman in his feet can't find it. Mountaineers get it up to at least center ice. And chopped forward where Roach has it. And Alphin back to Roach. Sends it down. Niners go for a change. Mountaineers easy breakout. Beck shot save, rebound there. Roach taking no chances, sends that one the length of the ice for icing. That one went off the paddle of the stick of Brainin. And left a juicy rebound, but Mountaineers in transition didn't really have anybody on that side to threaten. Wired around for Sutter. Gets hammered by Beck. Raimundo helps him out. They try the other side. Backhanded up, still not out. Rice sends it through the middle, intercepted. Miller's harassed by Sutter and Raimundo. Roach has it. Gets it all the way down. Raimundo hits the linesman. That's got to be offside. That should be offside. If something happens in the left pad save, the linesman has to be outside of the zone when the puck is in the offensive zone, it does not lead to anything. Now Dunn has it as he chipped it forward. Has Rogers on him. And we'll go into that here in a little bit when there's a stoppage. But the Mountaineers got a great scoring chance out of a play that should have never happened. They do dump it in. They go for a change. So for that very reason is why the linesman should be outside the zone when the puck is in the offensive zone. If it hits him, he knows that play is now offside. And now icing against the 49ers. If he stays on the blue line and it hits him, the puck technically is still in the offensive zone, so you can't rule offside on that in that situation. The Niners had the puck on their stick, got it out, off the linesman. He ruled still onside, so near disaster. That shot looking for a tip goes wide. Up and not out. Bouncing puck. Handled by Brainin. .3:13 gone in the third. Still tied at 3. Tied up in the skates again. Workman. Workman builds some speed. Gets it to Sheehan. Sheehan cuts back. Sheehan shot high off the block. A rebound is there. And swept aside by the Mountaineers. Good transitional opportunity by Sheehan and company. Mountaineers come back. Brady. Checked by Sheehan. Now Bernazzani. Nice cut back towards the middle. Bernazzani's backhand just goes wide. Another one backhanded it and covered up by Fishback. Initial shot went off a skate of a Mountaineer and kind of trickled wide, fooling Fishback for just a second. And then the backhander trying to bounce it off of Fishback, but he handles that one well. Dealing with the draw, one forward. And out come the Mountaineers. It's Presley. Presley, shot, save made. He's calling for the whistle. Yes, his mask immediately had a strap come off. Brandon flagging the referee down. Presley had a great opportunity to push the puck forward a little bit too much for him. And his shot ended up being a sharp angle, allowing Brandon to come out and challenge. Takes one off the cage, unbuckles a strap, immediately flags down the official, and kudos to them for whistling it down to make sure Brandon is not in a vulnerable state. Casey tries to win it forward. There it is! A fantastic save by Brandon! Left pad save. It's exactly what the Mountaineers wanted. They got it, and Brandon turns him away. That one off the skate of Illing, now trying to push it in, forcing his way through is Casey. The net comes off again on that same post. Question is, did this come out of the zone because Casey was the one who dislodged the net? The answer is no. They'll keep it in 49er territory. 15:33 to go, still tied at 3. Waiting for Braden. Ready to go. That shot just wide on the near side. Braden saw it late. Here's Dunn. Dunn with some speed. Forced to go behind the net. Centered it out in front. Cleaned up by the Mountaineers. Chipped ahead and out. Mountaineers come out 3-on-2. Beck's shot goes high and wide. Look out on the other side. Roach does a good job to tie up Miller. Angled forward. Niners getting a partial change. Chipped ahead by Beck. Roach for Alfin. Now Roach dangerously in front. Pass intercepted by Moffitt. Settled down by Beck. To one-timer in front. Across the line, just wide. Tried to go glove side. On Fishback. Raimundo dangerously again in front of his own net. Couple times the 49ers playing with fire. With soft passes in the slot area. They escape this time. Raimundo settles it down. Spins, and again, not a Scully, but that misfires. Bondgren tries a wraparound, and it goes just wide. Niners sloppy in their own zone right now. Raimundo just finally scoops it out and goes off for a change. Here's Bondgren, but lost possession. Sheehan all by himself. 1-on-3. Rice gets to it. That goes into the netting for a whistle. Six minutes, 45 seconds off the clock in period 3. Tied at 3. Especially in a tie game, Niners have to be conscious of making mistakes in their own zone. They've gotten away with it. Bowman had it knifed away from him. Gets double teamed. That allows Illing to get there. Illing has a shot, just wide. Rice with a big collision, he goes down. Back on the Mountaineers. Here's Brady. Brady shot, easily gloved down by Brannon. .45 left. So far, the 49ers have been on the back foot here in the third. There is one forward. Casey off a skate in front, and they score. And that's what they've been doing the last 2 nights from that face-off position. They push it forward and center it. Goes off a skate of Workman, and then Miller right there able to poke it in just inside the post. And it's something that the Mountaineers have tried for 2 straight nights. And they're finally able to deposit into the net and have regained the lead 4-3. So Brandon Miller gets on the board at a crucial time. Good combination passing by the Mountaineers to get the puck in. Kroniak lifts Miller's stick. Again, dangerous play by the 49ers in their own zone. That shot blocked. That was Luke Miller. Now Brandon Miller. Backhands it to Casper. Sticked aside easily by Brannon. Beck, nice backhander to Miller. Miller with it. Point blank rebound. Is there another sprawling save? Now pushed out in front. The 49ers finally clear it. Will take the icing. As Beck and Luke Miller combine for some fantastic opportunities to double their lead. Brannon holds the fort, keeping his team down by 1. and looks to be okay. Looked like he had an equipment issue after that sprawling left pad save. Kroniak and Sheehan behind that four-man scrum. Sheehan escapes with it, gets tripped down the ice, and no call. And I am shocked at that one. Sheehan clearly had the puck, got a stick in his skate, goes down, and nothing called. Another dangerous pass through the center. This time they get away with it. Bernazzani on his off wing drops it for Illing. As it poked away. Bernazzani to the front. Circling around was Davis. Alphin looking for a deflection from Davis. Illing gets it back. They try the near side this time. Just off the stick of Rogers. He would have had a breakaway. Roach angles it up for Bowman. His pass off the mark. Alphin retrieves. They regroup. Poked forward. Right back. Past the halfway mark of the third. Bowman weaving his way, and he takes a hit up high. He goes down. Delayed penalty. He is down on the ice. And you have to imagine this is going to be a major penalty as Chase Arnett came flying across the middle. And got Bowman up high. Bowman's still down. He saw the hit coming at the very last second as he was zigzagging through the neutral zone. But Arnett caught him up high with 9:35 to go. And Bowman, with a little bit of assistance, is getting off the ice. But now the question is, what do the referees call? And I've got to imagine this is a major penalty. Bowman going to the locker room. For the moment, Arnett is in the box, but he stands up, and I believe he is done. He is standing up in the box right now. Still no decision. Well, there he goes. He came out of the box. He's got to be done. So Arnett is out of the penalty box. He's got to be done with this game. 5-minute major on the scoreboard. So definitely a major. And if he's going to the locker room, he's got a game misconduct as well. So Arnett, with 3 goals on these 2 nights.
Mountaineers penalty number 51. 5 minutes and a game for head contact.
Head contact is the call, the correct call. Immediately watching that live. We just hope that Dylan Bowman is okay as he went to the locker room. So the 49ers, down by a goal, now have a major power play. We saw how successful they were last night with the man advantage. Iorio will serve the penalty. 49ers, huge opportunity to at least tie this game, if not do better. Along the half wall. Krajnik plays catch. Bernazzani down low, Raimundo. All the way out to Krajnik. Krajnik waits. Bernazzani shot. Just goes wide. Sent it on front, trickled in on net. And smothered by Fishback. So Niners with some good puck movement. Some good low to high. As the Mountaineers collapse in front of their own net, and he found a passing lane to get it over to Krajnik. Krajnik shot. Easily handled again by Fishback. Saw it all the way. And that's just absorbing that one, making sure there's no rebound. .29 seconds have expired on the major penalty to Chase Arnett. 49ers try the left side this time. Sheehan down low. Try the quick play to Stallard. Raimundo circles to the front. Still has it, goes off a stick and into the corner. Back to Raimundo behind the net. To Krajnik. Krajnik shot! High off the crossbar, it seemed like, still loose, and then backhanded. Krajnik keeps it in. Just for a second, sent all the way down. '49ers again will remain on the power play, regardless of how many times they score. Right now, minute 23 has gone by. Illing skates around Rogers. Tried to center it in front. Bouncing puck. Sutter couldn't get it, and it escapes and out of the zone. Roach. Pass to Glasser. Glasser, button hook. Out to Illing. Looking for room. Turns it over to Johnson. Illing gets it back. Alphin. And Roach. Roach's shot. Easy save. No traffic for Fishback. 2:50 left on the major power play. And thus far, 49ers not able to generate any quality chances since the first 20 seconds. Alphin keeps it in. Pass by Roach is off the mark, and 49ers do keep it in. It's Glasser behind the net. Banks it up to Illing. Illing can't handle it, though, and out of the zone. Self-clear for Charlotte. Half the major power play is over. And the 49ers now struggling just to enter the zone with the puck. They do make changes. Sheehan. Raimundo wasn't looking for it. Chopped out. 2 minutes left on the power play. Raimundo all the way through to nobody. And the Niners unable to get anything going. Krajnik. Across the line. Backhands it in deep. Gets as far as Raimundo along the goal line. Sheehan. Now to the point. Krajnik. Shot by Dunn is blocked and out of the zone. Not much going on for the 49ers. Still down by a goal. 1:05 left on the power play. Dunn gets around his man. Tries to build speed. And an offside call. And nothing going right for the 49ers on this power play. Golden opportunity with a 5-minute man advantage. And really nothing to show for it. Again, forced to regroup. Roach leaves it for Glasser. Gets it to Illing. Try to get the Glasser for the one-timer. Misses wide. Here's Roach on the half wall. Down low for Illing. Nice spin move. Illing still with it. Illing to the point. That shot off the pad. Still loose in front and finally covered up by Fishback. Wrist shot. 4:45 to go in the game. The Mountaineers just not letting the 49ers get anything down low. They're forcing everything out wide on this power play. Alfin, shot off the pad, and that does it for the 5-minute power play for the 49ers. Down by 1, 4.5 minutes left. Good stick by Glasser. Sent in again by the Mountaineers. Alfin had to contend with 2 forecheckers. Niners can't get it out. Tied up, 6-man scrum just inside the blue line. Escaping with it just wide was Bondgren. Sutter chips it forward. Sutter with it now. Sutter on that side off the right shoulder. And Sutter touched it with a high stick and then takes a late hit. So Sutter gets a good shot, knocked it down with a high stick. As soon as he touched it up, the whistle blew and then took a hit anyway. That leads to a neutral zone draw, though. Raimundo off his skates, couldn't handle it clean. Does chip it forward, though. That pass missed, though. Sheehan. He's unable to break through either. 49ers again regrouping from their own zone. Bernazzani up to Sheehan as we approach the 3-minute mark. 3:03 left exactly as Fishback just covers that up. Face off to his left. Niners really deflating 5-minute power play after everything went, for the most part, well last night. Solid check by Alfin. Absolutely wrecks Rhett Presley. Now Dunn. Backhands it. Whistles wide. Almost a blind shot by Alfin. Roach goes after Brady. Brady with it. Brady on his backhand. Blocked by Alphen. Sent up to Illing. Raimundo, 2:15 to left in the third. Deflected in, no icing. Stollard will get there first. Ahead of Locklear. Can't find the handle, though. And scooped all the way out by the Mountaineers. Raimundo trying to weave his way through, but ran out of room. Sends it back to Krajnik. Niners struggling mightily to get it out of their own zone right now. Krajnik. Backhand pass, nobody in particular. On a massive collision, Raimundo with Miller. And now Sheehan comes away with it. That one took a weird bounce in on Fishback. Mountaineers get it out. Rogers tries a little toe drag. Sloppily handles his stick. 1:07 left for the 49ers to tie things up. Glasser ties up his man, doesn't allow anything cute to happen on that faceoff draw that time. Under a minute to go. Illing sends it in wide. Brandon went to the net initially, but that's the goal. He went to the bench just as App State gained possession. It was scooped in by Rhett Presley. And that should just about do it with this one. He started skating to the bench when the 49ers whipped it in. They nearly circled back. But about a 100-foot shot goes in for App State, and they look to sweep this back-to-back. Here, Extreme Ice Center. Brandon goes to the bench now for the extra attacker. 5-3, App State with 38.1 left. The 49ers use their timeout. See if they can't find some magic, but really the blown opportunity again. 5-minute major power play with just over 9 minutes left in the third. Down by a goal. And hardly generated any scoring chances at all. And then, of course, what for now seems like the game sealer, empty net goal from about the red line, finds its way into the back of the net. Certainly can't fault Brandon for this one. He had a couple incredible saves. Keep his team within one. Once App had the lead here in the third. Now 38.1 left. Sheehan on the draw. Wins it. Shot is blocked to the corner. All the way out. Krajnik. Knocked down and sent towards the yawning net and in. As Ryan Bondgren puts this one away for sure. Second empty net goal of the night for App State, making it 6-3. they will come away with a sweep of the 49ers on their home ice. We'll drop the Niners to 1-4, putting App State at 2-3 on the season. Another big collision. This time it was Johnson and Wildman. Now a hit behind the net. And perhaps some liberties being taken now that the game is decided. Wildman comes in, rubs out Bondgren. And 4 seconds left, that does it. So App State, the Mountaineers with several local products here in Charlotte, come in and take care of business 6-3 with a couple empty net goals. Obviously, the final score does not reflect how this one was tight down to the wire. Here's a couple of highlights. Here's Dylan Bowman's goal. As you see, Fishback leaving that near post open, didn't stay square to him, and gave him some room. And here's Rogers, perfectly placed wrist shot right into the upper corner over the shoulder of Brannon. And there's a rebound goal by Aiden Sutter, giving the Niners a 2-1 lead at that point. That was the last time they saw the lead. And here's where potentially the game turned. That made it 2-2. A turnover behind the net by Kraniak. Rebound goal right there to make it 3-2. And then just before the end of the second period, 49ers had life. That Kraniak shot through about 4 bodies, found its way through. Then this play right here, the game winner by Brandon Miller, making it 4-3. And the 49ers unable to come back tonight. Thank you again for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. The final score, App State 6, your Charlotte 49ers 3. From Extreme Ice Center. We will be back on UNCC TV on Friday, October 27th, where the 49ers take on Wake Forest here at Extreme Ice Center at 8:30. Join us then for your next dose of Charlotte 49ers hockey. Again, your final score is 6-3. App State takes the victory. We'll see you then. Take care.